Cannabis? Like, which, just for people that don't know.
Hey man, we're young black businessmen out here. We're entrepreneurs. You know, most importantly,
we pushing peas.
Hey, we're the first. I guess you could say like the first black adult use, the first black legal people to sell cannabis in the city of Trenton legally. You know, Johnny got Trenton, got Ewing. So you know, yeah, man, breaking down barriers. As a matter of fact, we'll likely be like, you know, some of the first in New Jersey, like non-corporate, you know, first black social equity, all that type of stuff. And I know Johnny would definitely be the first, you know, legacy to legal person like that was actually really out here doing this to get a license.
Pushing peas.
Hey, you know, making history out here.
Man. What made y'all want to get into this?
The money.
definitely want to get that. But for me, it's the journey started a couple years ago. For me, I started on a journey to legal cannabis in 2018. A couple things happened. First, my dad had got what's called fibromyalgia. So they put him on like these different medications. Yeah. And I remember from like this research report that I did, I was like, yo, Dad, I think you could try medical cannabis for this. And he's like, my pops is like, son, I've been smoking weed since the 60s, man. It's not really nothing you can tell me about this weed. I'm like, nah, yo, it's different. I think the weed will help. So it's like, you know, get him to get the medical cards. You know, he's from that older generation. He's suspicious. He like, his thing, he thinking they just trying to get you a medical card. They just gonna set you up and bust you. He's like, I ain't doing that. So I'm like, yo, Dad, if you get your medical card, I'll get it with you. So I got my medical cards together with him, and that's when I first kind of really discovered that legal cannabis existed. Actually, like, you know, a couple years prior, when I was working at Morgan Stanley, I saw a pharmaceutical company go public that was selling a medical cannabis pharmaceutical drug. So it's like, boom, these people are making millions, billions of dollars off the same thing we had, and it was legal. So you fast forward to that time, once I saw cannabis get legalized, I saw a young black woman named Hope Wiseman that got her cannabis license. And so that kind of inspired me to know that we could do this too. So then I ended up applying for my license back then, didn't win.
What year was that?
That was 20. Well, when I first started it, like researching it, looking at the industry, was 2018. Okay. And the first time I applied, it was 2019. I applied in Jersey and Maryland back then and didn't win. But I started working at a dispensary, and that kind of started my career in cannabis. And from there, I went and was working in advocacy for a bunch of different organizations and kind of preparing to get the license.
Okay, so you had to put in that footwork.
Yeah, man, years of work, man.
Years of
like
work.
Yeah, like literally 5 years on the grind, working my way through it, man, to get here.
What was that like going through that?
Oh man, you know, it was, you know, in the beginning, of course. You know, of course, I was always confident, but like uncertainty, right? Yeah. Like I quit a 6-figure job because I was working in finance as an investment advisor at the time. So I quit a 6-figure job to go be a bud tender and make $15 an hour. Damn. So like started
taking
from the bottom,
risk.
You know what I'm saying? Damn. Taking a big risk. I got a mortgage, like kids.
Oh
was,
shit!
You know,
yeah, you was like
all
yo,
that type of stuff. So, you know, I took the risk at it. And started working at the dispensary, and then thankfully, like once I got that, I just kept parlaying everything to a bigger opportunity. Like every time I did something, I would just, you know, perform. I was hungry, right? I was the hustle. I'll go hard and just keep turning everything to a bigger opportunity, learning, networking. And then I was also, with the work that I was doing, I was on the forefront of helping to make with the regulations, right? So I understand making recommendations around it. I'm having conversations and building relationships with like industry people all around the country. So I'm putting all the reps in, getting all the experience. So by the time we came back again, you know, to apply for a license, I was already one of the most well-known people in the industry in the country without even having a license. So I was bringing all that to the table before even, you know, from the jump. So it was different this time around.
Then they say, all right, look, hey, what was that moment like when you, all right, before I get to that part, the work you've been putting in, how long you been putting in the work?
Yeah, I've been selling weed high school. So that just tells you how long I've been putting in the work. But people don't understand, like, even the black market, you know what I mean? The black market was here first, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones that there's a reason we have this right now, you know what I mean? The black market was the people, you know, that was, you know, you call them and they pull up to your house with the bud, you know? So, I mean, I've been selling weed for a really long time. And when Jersey was going wreck, I used to beat Tahir phone up, man. God knows I did. And I was just trying to learn everything he learned, like, yo, what I gotta do. And at first it kind of seemed like he ain't really like, yeah, man, he just like everybody else. They just waiting for me to do it for him. But he started telling me like little things to do, and I remember like, you know, I asked him, I was like, yo, should I take this little cannabis class? And he was like, yeah, man, take that class. Yo, you'll learn some shit. So I took the class, you know, and I learned some shit. So I guess like right then he kind of seemed like I was kind of serious about it. So I still beat his phone down. You know what I mean? Cause I'm like, yo, like he gonna show me how to do this shit. So he brought me with him.
I'm gonna call him all the time.
Like,
He brought me with him, and at first I was thinking like, just get me on the team. You know what I mean? Like I'll do whatever needs to be done. He was like, nah, man, I'm gonna help you get your own team. So it was like, word. So you know what I mean? Like I still remember when we first found out we had conditional license. Tahir called me in the morning. It was like 11 o'clock, and I'm like, man, he probably what the hell Tahir want, man? He like, yo, I won. I'm like, where? He like, yeah. And you won too. I was like,
oh,
like, I'm like,
that's
you
dope.
motherfucking lying, yo. So like right then, he sending me like a text message over, and I'm like, oh shit, man, we both won, yo. So we were like 2 of the first 11 in the state. So you know what I mean? We thought it was on right then. We thought it was on. Like we was gonna be, man, Thanksgiving, we're gonna be outside. You know
Not realizing, man,
it was
all
still
the
more work.
It took so much stuff, such a longer process
Really?
to get to here, man. Like raising the money, like actually really locking down the places, like the local approval process, like for Ewing, like man, Ewing at the thank you to the good people of Ewing. It was a nice, easy process, smooth sailing. Shout out to the mayor, the city council. Like I said, my guy Chuck, the town planner. But like I said, Ewing made it easy, man. You know, they were prepared. We submit our application to the town. We went through the review process, went through the cannabis board, met with the city council, the site plan review. That was an easy process, but like I said, that raising capital process, like getting the money. You know, we had to get millions of dollars, man. Like the building that we bought, that for my building, it cost $1.1 million to purchase, and then we had to raise almost $1 million in bread for each one of our companies too.
Yeah,
so
well.
you know that's add that up, that's $4 million right there.
Yeah,
and that we raised, you know, to get these off the ground. So, you know, yeah, man, it's a lot of time, a lot of investment, man. Meetings, like we're on Zoom all day.
I about to say,
you know
I know you're in constant meetings. Yeah,
constant meetings in person, like. You know, it's barely no time to do anything. That's why I was starving when I came, bro.
Yeah.
I just got a chance to finally
I'm like, go eat. I'm like, go eat. I know how it is.
Yeah, I didn't get to eat until 7 p.m., bro.
Run it all day. Hey. The